Hey lovely souls, today I'm using the Good Omens Tarot deck to bring you a collective message. So this collective message stems around the Five of Humans, also known as the Five of Pentacles. So this is for those of you who have been feeling isolated, abandoned, lost, confused, not feeling like you're going in the right direction, whether this is in your family relationships, your friendships, your career, your home life, your financial life. It feels like you're stuck, you don't know what you're doing wrong, but it doesn't feel like you're doing things right. This is for those of you who feel like you're in a bad situation and you want it to improve. So if that's resonating for you, stick around, this is the message for you. If that's not where you're at right now, if it's not resonating, that's okay. I have other videos on my channel that could be a better fit for you, so go ahead and check them out. If you're new here, I want to say welcome, please subscribe. I would love to have you a part of this family. I post more readings like this and spiritual shorts, so if that's something you want to see more of, make sure you hit that bell notification when you subscribe so you don't miss out when I post my next video. If you want to help support me in the channel so I can make more videos like this for you, the best way to do that is by engaging with this video. So leave a comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and share with someone else who needs to hear this message. If you want to purchase a personalized reading, I do sell them. The link to my Etsy shop is going to be in the description box down below. So getting into your message with this Five of Humans energy. Right now, you're not where you want to be. And it's like you're aware of that, but it's like everything you're doing to remove yourself from the current situation isn't working. And the reason that's not working is because you're tapped into this Page of Demons energy. You are in your head, you are overthinking things, and you keep feeling like you found the solution or you found the answer. And it's almost like you read something one time or you have a grand epiphany and it becomes your whole personality. All your methods right now to remove yourself from your current situation don't stem from success. They stem from this need to claw your way out. And it's like you are currently like at the edge of a cliff, and you're trying to climb it, and you keep grabbing for whatever you can get, but every rock you're grabbing is a loose rock. So it's like, yes, it's temporary success. You think that you're getting one step closer, but it's not secure. It's not stable. Just because something worked for someone else, or just because you heard about it or you learned about it and you didn't know about it before, doesn't mean that it's your big break. It doesn't mean that it's the solution for you. And it feels like you're so desperate to remove yourself from this situation that you're not assessing your surroundings. You're not figuring out where you're at or what got you to this point. And instead, it's like you are trying to take any way out of it that you can. And that means you're not being logical. You're not being smart. You think you are, because they're stemming from these grand epiphanies you're having. Feels like an ego death needs to occur because it feels like you keep thinking that you're going to come up with the answers or you're going to find them for yourselves, or that you're going to find some guru or mentor to help you. And it's like they're going to save you. And with the King of Humans and the Knight of Angels, it does feel like there's someone who's going to come into your life and who's going to help you. But I don't think it's in the way that you are wanting someone to help you. Like, you're not going to get someone to just walk into your life and magically make your problems okay. Like, you're not going to have someone wave a magic wand and fix it for you. It's almost like the help that you're looking for is not someone giving you any tools or telling you specifically what to do. It is almost like someone's coming into your life and they are who you want to be. They embody the energy of what you aspire to become. And they have what you currently don't have. And it's not a matter about you learning from them because of whatever they tell you. It's more so you learning from their actions and seeing what they do that you don't do. And actually learning how to apply the skills that they have developed. And that's how you become the King of Angels and the Chariot card here. This is the steps that's required of you if you want to move forward. And so there's this energy of gaining control and being more strategic as you move forward. Because with the Page of Demons, it feels like part of how you got into this current situation is also because you run your mouth. It feels like you tell everyone your business all the time. You tell people what you're doing. Sometimes you don't actually do the work you need to do. You tell people you're going to do the work. Again, there's this fake showmanship with you. And I think part of removing yourself from the situation is having that ego death and realizing that it's very easy to talk the talk. It's another thing to walk the walk. And it feels like sometimes you don't put in the work that you need to actually remove yourself from the situation. And some of you, this is going to sound harsh, I'm just a messenger. But some of you, you say that you want to change things, that you want to improve, that you don't want to be in this situation anymore. But you haven't considered the self-sabotage that's at play because you feel like you should stay where you're at because it's familiar, because then you can kind of use it to your advantage as an excuse or a way to complain or a way to relate with people. I think it's like you've gotten so used to like not having this success and using that as a justification for your anger and your dissatisfaction with life. It's like you don't want to actually achieve what you want, because then when it comes to the feelings that you haven't processed, you haven't healed, and your anger, your frustration with the universe, you don't have a justification to feel that way anymore. And I feel like you have unresolved issues from previous circumstances that you're allowing yourself to project to the universe right now because of your current circumstance. Some of you are really like rude or mean to people, and you almost feel like it's okay for you to be that way because you feel entitled to it because of the cards that you've been dealt. And so if you're not struggling anymore, if you're not kicked out, if you're not abandoned, if you're not isolated, whatever it is for you, and you still act that way, then it's not actually your circumstance, it's actually who you are. And that's a hard pill to swallow. I don't feel like you're ready for that just yet. Because the moon card is here to tell you there's a lot of illusions in your life. There's a lot of illusions about who you believe you are or your reasoning for things. And there's also a lot of illusions when it comes to seeing the best in people or a situation that has told you multiple times or shown you multiple times who they are, but you refuse to believe it, you refuse to listen, you refuse to give up, you refuse to walk away. Sometimes the reason that you are stuck in your circumstance is not because there's no other option or there's nothing that you can actually cling on to claw your way out. It's that you are so desperate to get out. Like I said, you're grabbing those rocks that are not secure. You haven't turned around to see that you could just walk away and that there's not a cliff on the other side. Like you have not allowed yourself to step back and pull back enough that you realize that you are choosing the hardest path because you have not taken time to trust that maybe you don't have all the information. And going to this ego, sometimes you do have people showing you the other way, telling you about the other way, giving you options, trying to help you out, and you're refusing to accept them because of your epiphany or your knowledge or some sort of information that you think you have. Your perception makes you think that you know better than them. So you don't listen. You don't take the help when it's offered. Some of you are discounting it right away, saying that won't work, but it's like, have you tried? Others of you, you're thinking, oh no, I actually have a better way. And it's like you're putting your ideas and your beliefs on a pedestal instead of realizing maybe I should give everything a try, or maybe I should hear them out and actually listen, because it feels like you are not really listening to what people are saying. It feels more like it's music in your ears, and it's like you hear it, but you're not paying attention to it. Again, it's very surface level for you. I'm being told from spirit that you are creating your own future, you're creating your own life, you're creating your own reality. And it feels like you're so caught up in creating this image of what reality should be that you're sabotaging yourself from not realizing that no matter what good things you have, you're still going to have some sort of difficulty, you're still going to have some sort of hardship. And it's because you're trying to manifest this fantasy that doesn't really exist in reality. You are overwhelming yourself when one small thing goes wrong, and it spirals you and it makes you like fall down this pit even more. I don't know if you've seen the videos on social media where people compare like things that people say when they're on a diet to how that would look in reality. So it's one of those things where people will compare spilling some water on yourself to then meaning you have to spill the entire glass on yourself. And it's like taking that small thing and making it super extreme as a way to like punish yourself. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on with you when you are in this energy of the Five of Humans, where things are not going how you want them to. When something you wanted didn't work out, you almost use that failure as a way to punish yourself and just throw everything you've been working on out the window and use it as a way to sit in this very bitter, very angry energy and shut down, remove yourself from the world, and kind of compound on every issue that you're facing, because it's almost like you give up and you're like, well, fuck it, it's not worth it anymore. And so you keep setting yourself back and you're like, well, why isn't it working? And it's because like these breakthroughs that you have with the Page of Demons, this mindset shift or this epiphany that you think you have is temporary. It's like yo-yo dieting. You're going back and forth. You're never actually going to lose weight that way. It's not sustainable. It's not healthy for you. And it feels like that's kind of where you're at with your mindset. You go from one extreme of, I have all the answers, I have all the solutions, to I know nothing, I'm lost, I'm confused, I don't know what I'm doing. And it's like there's not a balance. There's not right now in your life a path where you can just say, you know what, I'm trying my best every day. I'm moving forward little by little. And some days I know what I'm doing, some days I don't, or some days things work for me, some days they don't. But you know what, every day I'm just going to keep giving it my best and going for what I want and trying to make it work, trying to learn, trying to heal. You're not embracing that energy of the in-between and of the journey. You're like, I'm either teleporting to my destination or I'm never gonna get there. And so it's like you're so extreme right now. For your future cards, you have the Chariot. Like there's still work that you gotta do. There's still a long ways you gotta go to actually reach what you want. But it's like you can get out of this 5 of Humans where you're feeling isolated, where you're not anywhere close to it. You can get closer, but you're not gonna get there tomorrow. It's just not possible for you. And so when it comes to your energy, like you really need to accept that you're not where you want to be. And it's like, that's okay, because admitting it is the first step to getting to where you want to be. Right now, you're in this delusional place where you keep lying to yourself, or you keep convincing yourself that it's okay, you're justifying things. But it's like, until you take accountability for your actions, until you take accountability for the reality of the situation, you're never going to be able to fix anything about it, because you're going to believe all these lies. You're going to believe what your ego is telling you. You're going to believe the wrong people who are going to take advantage of you, who are going to hurt you, and then the cycle is going to repeat, because it's like every time you fail or something doesn't work out, you slip even farther down that cliff. Spirit wants you to wake up to that cycle, because you're never going to be able to climb out if you don't wake up to the way that you keep pushing yourself farther down. I want you to know that it's not your fault for being in this situation, but if you don't realize how you're continuing to sabotage yourself as a result of it, then you're never going to be able to break that cycle. And so you need to stop overthinking things. You need to stop acting like you have all the answers. You need to stop like telling everyone what your grand solution or your plan is, and you need to just start acting. You need to start just doing things, and you need to be prepared that while you do things, you're going to fail at some of them. But that doesn't mean you have to use it as an excuse to sabotage. It's time for you to teach yourself that failing is okay, and you can use it as a tool to evaluate if you pick up and go again, you give it a second chance, or if you don't and you find something else to pivot to. It's okay to use failure as a data point, but it's not okay to use failure as justifications for sabotaging your life and creating worse situations for yourself. And so this is your message from Spirit, that your situation can improve, but in order for it to improve, there's changes that you need to make and things that you need to become aware of. So I hope this resonates with you and provides the insight that you needed it to. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below. Also share this video with someone else who needs to hear it. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. I would love to have you a part of this family. And if you want to purchase a personalized reading, I sell them on my Etsy shop. The link to that's going to be in the description box down below. I can't wait to see you lovely souls in my next video. And until then, I hope you have a good one. Bye!